We'll go left or right to left this time.
Can't get any closer than this and can't make it any bigger than this. I served on a dozen pirate ships under legendary pirates like Jonesy Two Eyes and the dreaded Mariah Bone Lizard Tongue.
Okay.
I've led the charge against countless foes and proven my worth as a shipmate and warrior time and time again. I have amassed rare treasures like the Crown of the Eagle, the Crimson Cape of Clavier, and the Gilded Blade of Sarzan. I've traveled to distant lands like the Monastery of Silent Salamander, the Forbidden City of Golvara, and the Tomb of the Sleeping Bone Griffin. I am a true pirate with a love for the sea and an eye for adventure, and I ain't as several of me what? And I ain't as several of me pirates continue to claim a magically animated skeleton. These rumors continue to dog me and for some follow me for some hold on. Dog me and follow me from ship to ship, but how could I possibly manage be a magically animated skeleton? That ain't possible. I'm a pirate and a damn good one, and not a magically animated skeleton.
So you're not even a skeleton at all. What a liar. What a liar you are. Which is
Why
good. Pirates should be
Why
liars.
is everything in your backstory about bone things then?
Why is
You're making
everything
it
about
hard to
you
believe.
being pirate?
You're making it hard to believe that you're not an animated skeleton. Because I am a pirate, that's why.
We're all
It
pirates
would be
here.
strange if I claimed to not be a pirate. Like you're claiming
Me.
not to be a skeleton.
I am Fancy Hawkins. Thespian pirate extraordinaire. Ever since I was a child, I've been called to the stage. At a young age, I was chosen to perform in a traveling comedy. Right, add a T to that. That's improv. Troupe, funded by Jondrum's Pickled Ostrich Feet Company. This troupe would travel from city to city and perform for nobles and the public alike. In one city, the rich noble count who ruled there was particularly struck by my performance and hired me to be his court jester. Since then, I performed hundreds of plays, songs, and skits for the count, including the tragedy of King Spork III, Sea Beasts and Sensibilities, and of course, the ever-popular Baloney, a Love Story. But now the count has seen every shred of material I have, and so, in an attempt to craft new stories for my benefactor, I have taken leave to join a pirate crew and gain a wealth of experience to bring back the count. These pirates may be a rough and ragged bunch, but they seem to genuinely enjoy my craft, and I'm already learning so many new tales. I just hope I survive long enough to make it back to court. A bow. A thank you. A thank you.
I am Sleepy Flores. I am not a snake.
Okay.
My mother taught me the ins and outs of sailing. I was a young little thing when she took me out to sea on her pirate ship, the Jackdaw. A fearsome captain, she was known as the Sea Serpent, and she proudly displayed a large sea serpent tattoo across her back. My mother was always coming and going, while I stayed at home with my father, a farmhand who toiled in the poison oak fields.
Ouch.
That would not be fun. Most people looked at how mismatched my parents were and shook their heads, but there's no denying how much they loved each other. One day my father came to me with dreadful news. The Jackdaw was now a month overdue from its last voyage, and my mother was likely dead. I refused to believe it, but time passed and she never returned. I longed to know what happened to her so that I might have some closure. When my father later died of emu disease, I enlisted with the first pirate ship that would take me, promising myself that I would discover my mother's fate.
That's a horrible disease. I'm really sorry for your loss.
What a painful life my father lived.
All right. Continue. And here it is, the backstory for the campaign. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Why isn't this playing? Hold on. I know why it's not playing. I know why it's not playing. Or not. Hold on. I'm having trouble, you guys. I'm not sure why it's not playing. This sounds. One moment.
Maybe they only made sounds for the first scenario.
No, this one has sounds. It wouldn't have a little play button if it didn't have sound.
Seems like a waste to go through the
It
entire
has been
trouble
your
of having a
privilege to
companion
sail under the leadership of Pirate Captain Benjamin Okuro.
I didn't fix anything. It just started.
Okuro is famous for his determination and charm, and has earned the respect of every pirate worth their salt. But when magic returned to the world, Okuro's wife, Sarah, was killed when a giant serpent attacked the ship. With her death, Okuro became distant and morose, and the crew grew concerned for his well-being. But the captain has always been a man filled with purpose, and the loss of his beloved Sarah presented him with a new obsession. It was rumored in ages long past that a witch's heart could grant a wish to a person powerful enough to claim one. Captain Okuro believes that the visiting oracle living down in the ship's hold could guide you to the witch's location, and once there, help you kill the witch and take her black heart. With a witch's heart in his possession, Okuro could wish away any magic, sealing it again behind the ocean's edge to ensure that no one else would ever be harmed by magic again. It's a daring and risky plan, but you all loved Sarah, and you dearly love your captain. And this mission has already brightened his outlook. He seems to have regained some of his vigor. The oracle has told Captain Okuro to find the Mer King, for the king can provide tools needed to steal a witch's heart. The Mer King is rumored not to be an easy fellow to talk with, but the captain believes gold can open any door.
All right. You guys heard that okay, right?
Yeah. Nobody tell the captain that I'm the sea serpent. And also...
yes.
Also, this scenario is all about us undoing the work we did in the first scenario.
Alright, so I'm gonna flip it to page 3, and then I'm going to, start the timer. We all know what to do. I have the masked pirate, I'm first, and then, Lost Joke, and then Craig, third. Here we go. Start timer, go. I am going to, talk to crew. And then this guy is going to, does anyone want sail? This guy's gonna captain quarters. Okay, I'm done. Lost Joke. Craig.
We have to sail, right?
We do have to sail. Alright. Done. What does everyone want to do, by the way? Craig is actually good for sailing, because he wants navigation, so... Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, we do have to do Hungry Crew. Craig, you have to do Hungry Crew.
Okay.
We do have 7 supplies, but we need to feed 5.
I'm gonna ask the crew to go hungry.
Oh no. Swagger +1, discontent +2 though.
How unfortunate.
And also infamy -1, but that doesn't really care. Also, our goal is to reach, this island, it looks like. So we're not too far away. Alright. Now it is Lost Joke's turn.
Treasures before we go there, though.
Oh, do we? With at least 5 treasures. It does say at least 5 treasures. Okay, so we need to get treasures. Lost Joke. Fish. Hunting +1, then hunting check.
Zimmy, or is a cannon quiet?
It's pretty quiet. I don't think there's any real good way to raise that. So, wow. Holy shit, that's bad. Crew -1. Supplies +1. Infamy -2. It's not good. Well. So, Lost Joke, you're in you're in charge of supplies. Craig is in charge of crew. So crew -1. And then Infamy, Lost Joke, actually goes down to the bottom. So switch yourself, yeah, yourself and Lost Joke. I'm at the top. You are at the bottom. Now Lost Joke is at the bottom and you are in the middle. There you go. Alright, take your guy and your dice. I'm gonna talk to the crew. I am going to have a drink, and I am going to, I'm gonna grab a reroll. And that's it. And I also get a swagger. And I get a star, too. Alright. Captain's quarters. Oh my god, we didn't name the goddamn ship. What's the name of the ship? Someone else name it. I named it last time. Who wants to be the ship scribe? I did it last time, so.
I will.
Alright. What's the name of the ship? Nice. I like it. I like it. Alright, there's nothing that we needed to put in the ship's log just yet. I double checked just now. So, captain's quarters. So, do captain's quarters and tell me what the number is. Or fill in one captain's quarter and tell me what the number is, Craig. Just the first one, the one at the top.
Entry 43.
043.
Captain!
You cry.
Captain, come quick!
Bubbles, the captain's pet parrot, curses at you for startling it so. You turn and run from the room, forcing Captain Okoro to chase after you. You lead him to Patch's infirmary, where a newly truncated Scoot McSanders lies upon the bloody table, wailing inconsolably.
Cap!
Cries Scoot upon seeing Okoro.
I lost my leg! My leg! What am I gonna do now? And it was my best leg, too!
The captain turns to you and says,
Rum, 6 portions.
and you quickly run off to fetch it. When you return, you find Captain Okoro gripping the hand of a less hysterical Scoot.
Our lives are scarred by loss.
Says the captain in a steely voice.
But what are scars? But tougher flesh knit from misery. Every loss makes us harder.
Damn right, Cap.
Says Scoot between the tears. And you hand the man a flagon.
Alright, discontent -1, Craig, and you get a reroll. Or I get a reroll because this is my guy. Never mind. I get a reroll.
But what happened?
Scoot lost his leg.
Yeah, something happened and...
How?
Who knows? Who knows? Craig?
Got it stuck in a rope.
It is your turn. Craig.
Okay.
So
Guess
navigation
I'm
+1,
sailing.
then navigation. Check.
Alright, so I'm just getting +1.
6, which is the second one. That's not bad. Infamy +1, which means you are now at the top. And then you may send 2 supplies or hull to move the ship 1 space. But, so this is one of the very few things we got wrong last time. We need to decide exactly how far we're moving and spend the resources first. And then we move, and if we get stuck somewhere, then sucks for us. So how many or do we want to move? Maybe just 1, to be honest, because we still need more treasures.
Yeah. I'll spend 2 supplies to move 1.
Okay. Lost joke. 2 supplies. Spent.
Right here.
Okay. Here won't. Let me, turn it over. Alright, there's a ship there. But we'll deal with that in a minute. Take your stuff, and we'll read the end. Read entry 800. 800. Threat +1, that's me. And then, did anybody get any constellation tokens? I didn't think so. Craig's the closest. Yes, the ship moved. The ship moved to number 23. Oh, 23.
You and the crew seize a small ship and bring some of its cargo aboard. You notice a crew member returning periodically to stand behind a particular crate for what might be the 8th time that day. He isn't sneaking around, but you can tell he's trying to be inconspicuous. When he leaves the box again, you decide to investigate. Inside are stacks of books with the title, You Are Amazin'. Findin' pirate love starts with self-love.
Your choices are... Oh, this is to the first mate. Who is the first mate? Craig is the first mate. Craig, your choices are... Leave the pirate alone, or take a copy of the book and go offer the pirate some advice.
Advice.
I found your book, you say when you find the sailor. I think it's great, you... His face goes red as he snatches it away from you.
I was just holding on to it for a friend!
And he runs away crying. The captain, noticing the exchange, makes his way to you.
Sometimes it's better to let them get there on their own. Tact, my friend. You need to learn tact.
Alright, well... Craig, will you please lift up the ship so I can grab this thing and just put it there? This is gone. Supplies, +2, Lost Joke. Discontent, +1, Craig. In your infamy goes down 1 as well, so I'm up top again. And then, we turn to page 3 again. We're still on page 3. Check threat. We haven't gotten too much threat. And I'm going to start the timer. I, once again, am first, but then Craig is second, and then Lost Joke. I'm starting the timer right now. 40 seconds. I am going to, talk to crew again. This guy is going to, this guy is going to chart a course. Okay, I'm done. Craig. Craig's gonna sail. Lost Joke. Okay. Lost Joke, you must do Hungry Crew.
Where did we get threat again?
From that, the thing that we did from the event, number 23. I don't know why we got threat, but that's what we got. So Lost Joke, what's your choice for Hungry Crew?
I guess they can eat.
All right. Craig, how many do we need to feed?
4.
Okay, Lost Joke. Supplies, -4. Also, you get infamy +1. So, Lost Joke is now... Lost Joke is now second. And also, Craig, Discontent, -1. And, alright, so, Max Pirate is going to chart yon course. I get Exploration +1, which means I also get a star. Let's go up here. And then Exploration check. Alright. Nice, that's 12. I can chart 2 spaces. Oh, I can't get that treasure, though. Damn. But I can chart 2 spaces. I'm going to chart, this one. And this one. It's a friggin' archipelago in front of us. And that's it. My turn also. Talk to the crew. I am going to swagger +1 again. And then I do a check. No, I don't gotta do a check. I'm going to... let's just get another reroll. I'd like to get a treasure, but that doesn't give me an extra treasure, it just gives me another treasure, which, or a replacement treasure, which I don't care about. Lost Joke. Captain's quarters. Go ahead and take your guy.
044.
044?
You wanted to see me, Cap?
Captain Okoro looks up as you enter his quarters and nods.
Aye, matey. The Oracle seems to be doing well. But I was hoping you would visit the fellow. Give him some pleasant company.
You got it.
You promise.
Anything I should know? He seems like an odd sort of fellow.
Odd indeed.
The captain agrees.
I met him when we took refuge in Dialgo during the hurricane. He was living in a tavern I frequented at the time, working there to pay for his room and board. He's a refugee, you see. The temple he had known most of his life was destroyed when the ocean's edge fell and magic swept back into our world. The mountain his temple sat upon was apparently the dormant body of a creature of stone, and it casually shook the temple from its back, like a dog would fleas.
Another victim.
You say and shake your head.
Yes,
Says Okoro.
another wounded soul, bound to us by loss and a hatred for magical things. Even with the oracular powers that awoke in him upon magic's return, the Oracle only uses them to seek the destruction of all that is supernatural.
Glad he's on our side, then.
Says you.
I'll pay him a visit. Keep him company.
Lost Joke, you may fill in 1 star on your constellation. It does not say which star, so fill in any star that you like on your constellation. Actually, no, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. You do have to do it in order. Sorry. I read it completely wrong. Just fill in
the same path that I'm going, or any star.
Yeah, I
from
think
my
it just
center?
means it's as I think it's specifically as if you had filled in a star on your sheet, then you just get another star. Sorry, I read that 100% wrong. That's my bad. But hey, look, you got one. All right, finally, Craig, get your navigation and then roll.
Yeah, so +2.
Four. Well, you lose 1 infamy, but you can't anyway. You may spend 3 supplies and or hull to move the ship 1 space. You can only move 1 space, so...
I'm gonna spend 3 hull.
Okay. 3. Alright. Take your stuff back and we'll read the end of round entry.
I'm also going to discard this barrel of tar to add +2 hull.
Oh. But, we're losing treasures.
Yeah, well.
Alright. Alright. End of round entry is 800. Oops. 100. Again. Threat +1. Boop. We are at the threat level, but it doesn't tell us to check it yet, so. And then, Lost Joke is the only one with a constellation token, so Lost Joke, turn in your token and read your first thingy.
What am I doing?
Just getting rid of the token and then reading your first, thingy, constellation inside, because you got one. Just put a check mark by it and read it.
We came upon a wrecked merchant vessel, so I swam down to the bottom to gather the loot with a crewmate. I made it to the bottom without issue, but Stinky Hawking barely survived. I maintain that it's because I'm in peak physical condition and not because I'm a magically animated. This is going to get harder to say each time that I don't need breath, or as some crew have insisted. Gain 2 treasure and Hawking gains 1 misfortune.
Alright. Like gaining misfortune, I guess. See what you got. Also put a check mark by that so you know you did it already.
Check mark where?
It seems strange that this goal doesn't scale to the number of players. Since if you had like 5 players,
It's fine.
you'd meet it immediately.
Discard to switch the position of 2 unoccupied navigation tokens on the map. Interesting. After you gain this card, infamy +4. When you lose this card, infamy -4. So you did gain this card, which means you get all that infamy. Craig, Lost Joke is at the top of the heap.
A whole fat 1 infamy.
It's fine. It's fine.
Well, there's
All
only
right.
3 of us. I feel like this card
This should
would
move this
be
round, yes.
a lot more valuable if there was, like, at the very least, 5 people.
Yeah, well, I mean...
How many people can play this?
Maximum 7. So... alright. We're gonna read this.
Perfect timing!
Cheers, Cookie, and he grabs you by the arm and pulls you to the table. He sets a steaming bowl in front of you and says,
Just wait until you try some of this new stuff. This might be my finest dish yet.
It kind of looks like fruit, but you're not sure anything edible is ever supposed to be that shade of gray, and you've never seen someone serve hot fruit before.
Lost Joke, you are the gunner, so this is your decision. Eat it. Pirates never say no to food. Or, sorry, Cookie, I'm just not that hungry.
Sure, I'll eat it with my human stomach.
I feel like this one should be decided for you.
You take a bite, and almost immediately the world goes dark. You can't see, hear, feel, or smell anything. There is only the
my normal
taste
life
of chicken, and then nothing. But then a pain explodes out of your forehead, and the remainder of your senses return.
Horns.
Says Cookie as he rubs his chin, inspecting you.
Lucky bastard. All it gave me was some scales on me left leg. You look bloody tough right now.
What the hell did you just feed me? You gasp.
No idea.
He shrugs.
Found that fruit on the island we just passed. Thought it looked interesting.
The island captain told us not to go to because it's full of cursed magic? You balk.
Yeah.
He shrugs.
Do we
You
like
find yourself
Cookie?
being pushed out of the mess hall, bewildered, tired, and yet still quite hungry. I guess I have horns now, you say.
Alright, Lost Joke, you get Swagger, +1. This gets taken out. And, we need to check threat. Unfortunately, we are at the threat meter. So, we do the first threat. Craig, what is the first threat?
Turn. Oh, are we already on page 3?
Yeah.
What now?
Threat. First threat. We met threat, so we gotta do threat.
Read entry 791.
791?
Yeah.
A gust of witch wind comes howling in, catching in the sails and jerking the ship hard to starboard. Some of Cookie's knives go flying at the crowded dinner table. Luckily, no one is hurt, except for the Cooper, who is badly hurt.
Oh no!
But also not very popular, so it's no big deal.
Yeah, it's true. The Cooper is not very popular. That's you, Lost Joke. You're the Cooper. Retrieve card 74 from the story deck. Lost Joke, this is you. Grab card 74 from the story deck, and it's yours. And then we remove the threat for now.
Which one?
74. Called the CERN eye patch. I don't know that you actually had any eyes to pluck out by Cookie's knives. But,
I have eyes.
Do you, though?
Yeah. They're mine.
Okay, infamy +3. You're already at the top, though, so... Alright, well... We still need one treasure. I am going to start the timer. Lost Joke, you are first, plus you get masked pirates. And then me, and then Craig. I'm going to start the timer right now. 40 seconds, go. Lost Joke. You and the masked pirate.
We fish, we could get treasure. We could also get treasure by talking.
I'm done. Alright. So, by the way, I did kind of figure out why they have us do this timed. And it's because of lack of trust on the player, to the players, I think. I think they want us to do it timed because they don't want to give people time to read all of this stuff on the right, because you're not supposed to read all that stuff before you pick what you're doing. And I think that's why they have it timed, because they're like, you have to do it now, there's no time to read, just pick from the icons. Alright, anyway, Craig, you have to do Hungry Crew.
Okay. We don't even have enough supplies.
Do we not? We don't. We have 4. No, we have enough supplies. We do.
I guess we do.
But it's up to you whether you want to use them or not.
But do I want swagger? Kinda.
Yeah?
I thought you said you didn't want swagger.
I wanted not to specialize in swagger, but I still want some swagger. Content would be at 4. It would also be auto supplies, though. I'm gonna ask them to go hungry.
Alright, Craig, discontent +2. But you get swagger +1. And you can't get any less infamy, so. Alright, so, Lost Joke. Ish. Let's thread the needle on that one. 5 plus whatever your hunting is.
2.
So, 7. Supplies +1. Not bad. No treasure, but not bad. Alright, take your guy.
Treasure won't feed a crew of angry pirates that are hungry.
Do you have 2 misfortunes, Lost Junk?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you had to use misfortunes on those. So just yeah. So 5 versus Okay, it was 5.
Nothing's changed.
Get rid of one of your mischievous tokens, whatever. Misfortune. Alright, I get to talk to crew. I'm going to swagger and reroll again. I guess. I should probably start picking something else.
You guys should stop leaving me in charge of feeding the crew.
Lost
I don't believe
joke.
in feeding the crew.
You're the masked pirate. Captain's quarters. Next captain's quarters, Craig.
Entry 045.
A small dinghy pulls alongside the boat. In it is a beautiful woman dressed in gold and white, who carries with her a lantern holding a disquieting blue flame. She is granted an audience with the captain and is escorted to his quarters.
Lost joke. Would you like to eavesdrop on their conversation or leave them be?
Leave them be.
Okay. Well, this one's
What
not voiced.
concern is mine?
This one is not voiced. When the woman leaves the captain's quarters, she looks frustrated. You see her back aboard her ship, and she locks eyes with you before being lowered back to the waves. Take this, she whispers. I don't want him to succeed, but neither do I want him to die. Lost joke, you get card 91 from the story deck. Card 91.
Anytime you want to load. There
do
you
you
go.
do we need to grab it for you? Okay, you're good.
The skeleton is hoarding all of our cool stuff.
Yeah, that damn skeleton. Whomever he may be.
Alright, what'd you get? You turn this
You may
card to
turn
story
this
deck.
card to the story deck at the beginning of any round for the remainder of that round. When a player reuses a reroll token, instead of re-rolling, just set the die to 12.
That's not bad. When any player uses a reroll token.
That'd be really good for, like, the boss fight. at the
Yeah,
end.
that'd be really good for the boss fight. Alright. And then, Craig. Grab your navigation and then, check it. Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
So I'm at +3.
Ouch. It's 5. That's not a good one. Infamy -1. Oh, you're already down. But do we want to move or do we want to stay here? We can just stay here. You don't have to move. We don't
Probably
have
wanna
enough.
move to this ship.
We don't have enough treasures. Well, if we stay here, we're just going to be doing this same page 3
Yeah.
again. If we move to the ship, something could happen, but that might not be a good ship. We don't know.
I'm gonna spend 3 supply to move.
Okay. Lost joke, 3 supply. Alright, well, take your guy, and we'll do 800 again, although I'm not gonna show it. Threat +1. Threat +1. And then I think the only one that has a thing is Craig, so Craig, do your constellation thing.
Right.
Get rid of your
Oh.
token, too. You can just delete it if you want.
Alright. When I play this drum, I remember what my mother used to say. Listen to the wind, child. It will guide you home. As I play, I can feel its vibrations ripple through me like the wind pushing on a sail. It's definitely not an ordinary drum. I wonder who made it and why does it play louder when I am near emus. That's what killed my father.
Oh no!
Emu disease.
No!
The drum is emu disease.
Retrieve card 90.
The wind
I'm
color's
sorry, Dad.
drum killed my father.
How many treasures do we need?
5. We still only have 4. Because story stuff doesn't count as treasures. Those are just story cards. Alright. What did you get? When any player moves a ship, you may return this card to the story deck to move the ship 1 additional space without paying a cost. That's not bad.
Not great either.
True, but yeah. Alright, well. Did the ship move this round? Yes. The ship moved to number 21. 21. Here we go. This is reading to the player with lowest infamy, which is Craig.
The captain has you lead some crew to explore a small island covered in hundreds upon hundreds of flowers of all sorts, types, and colors. You see everything from daisies to tulips and plenty others of which you are unsure even have names. You continue forward only to find yourself completely alone. Your crew has disappeared, and for that matter, so too has the ocean. There is only an endless horizon of flowers.
Hello.
You turn around to see a handsome man standing behind you, though he had not been there a moment before.
You look like the one in charge.
He says. I am, you say, gulping.
Good.
He says brightly and offers you a luminous violet flower.
Give this to your captain. If you do not, I will know.
You blink and the man is gone. The crew and ocean are back just where you left them. Let's get back to the ship, you say,
Who are
tucking
you
the
to
flower
want with
away
me?
safely.
Craig, your choices are give the captain the flower, or keep the flower hidden for fear of mischief.
I feel like either choice leads us to mischief.
Yeah, definitely.
Basically, just give it or don't give it because you're afraid.
But I'm not in charge here, so the captain needs to decide.
Alright, so you're giving it to the captain?
Yeah.
You give the flower to the captain in his cabin. He inspects it and seems familiar with it somehow. What does it mean, Cap? You ask, your curiosity getting the better of you.
A siren flower.
He says, smiling.
Natural enemies of witches, those sirens are. I don't trust them, but it would likely have some beneficial consequences if we seek it out.
The captain later takes his place at the helm with flower in hand. As soon as he places his hand upon the wheel, petals fall from the flower and blow ahead of the ship on an unseen wind. There are thousands upon thousands of petals, far more than there ever could have been on the flower, and they form a glowing trail visible on the ocean. Okoro guides the ship, following the trail to a sunken vessel whose masts still poke up from the water. Beneath the waves you find much treasure within the boat. Numerous tools that could prove useful in the battle against the witch.
This was possibly the best outcome that could have happened. Remove number 21. I'll do that. Everybody gets a treasure.
Probably go in infamy order. It's the last joke. Then Merc.
Nice purple.
I got a purple also.
Nice. You got Maybe a rabbit's foot. You may discard before performing a skill check if you do instead of rolling, so they died at 10. Lost Joke got a fake gun. Nice. We check threat. We did not get threat, but we check threat, and then we go to page. Oh shit! I've already fucked up. Hold on. 3. We go to page 9. So, Lost Joke, you were once again. I'll turn it to the page for in a second when we're ready. Lost Joke, you get the Masked Pirate again, and you were going first, and then me,